everyone, my name is Berry and welcome back to my channel. If you were here for the last episode, specifically the end of the last episode, you should know that I officially found out the name of this village, Oakfern Hollow. So that is the name of this series and I'm so excited to continue. So you may have noticed that Fable is not where she usually is. She is actually over here. I did move her. I'm just gonna grab this whilst we're here. I did move her because I just felt really bad that she was just stood over here where the sky could just rain down on her at any moment. And yes, although she has been wild the majority of her life and she is very well equipped to deal with the rain, she's a little bit pampered now. So for now, I've just popped her underneath this tree so then she can get all the shelter she needs. So if you were here at the end of the last episode, you will have seen that we discovered this cave. This very mysterious, very beautiful cave. Now, I'm not too concerned about it. I'm not too concerned about this mysterious book either. I know that you guys are probably thinking, is this not a bit of a red flag? You know, do you not feel a little bit worried about this place? But actually, no. I get absolutely no bad vibes from this area. I think that this is all with good intention, and whilst it would be very interesting to find out who wrote this book, who made this place, and who used to live here, for now, I think we should just sort of leave it here, continue with what we want to do with this place, and just follow what the book says. So, I do have a few plans for today, and what we're going to do is we're going to do exactly what we did in the last episode. We're going to go down to the oak tree, and we are going to write in our notebook. Okay, so I have jotted a few things down in the notebook, and I'm just going to show it to you guys. So, today's tasks: stable for Fable. So as I mentioned earlier, unfortunately Fable is just kind of stuck to this fence post underneath a tree, and I feel really bad for her, and honestly I want to prioritize her over myself. So today's episode will be themed on me making a stable for her. I want her to have a lovely stable with enough room for her to lie down, and I also want her to have a field outside of it for her to just go in and out of whenever she pleases. I want to make a little food room for her, a little tack area, and yeah, she's just a spoiled horse and she knows it and she deserves it. So to make this stable for Fable, we're gonna have to do some resource gathering. Unfortunately, we don't have a lot right now, so I do need to go out on a little bit of an adventure, grab some materials. One of those materials will be moss, so hopefully we can also find a lush cave. Expand, farm, and collect wheat. So as we all know, we did expand the wheat farm a little bit on last episode, but it needs to be a little bit bigger. I'm not gonna, fully renovate it yet. I'm just gonna make it a little bit bigger because if you guys don't know, Fable's favorite food is hay. So I want to make sure I have plenty of hay bales for her. So then when she moves into this nice new stable, she has plenty of food to nom on. So we need to do that. And then at the end here, we have a little thing here that says storage. Now, that's just in case, guys. That's in case we've got a little bit more time and we can, if you can't tell, I really don't want to sort it out yet. It's just if on our adventures we get a lot of resources, we will have to make a little bit more of a storage area. So I may make a storage shed, but that is a low priority for today's video. So let's just get off of this seat and I think we should go ahead and get started. Okay, so before we actually go out on this adventure, I am going to go ahead and get that wheat field sorted first, just so then it can grow for a bit, because, we got to get this wheat going for Fable. Hello, sweetness. Yes, I am talking about you. So let's go ahead and get that sorted. Okay, we are here. We have our lovely little animals in there. We can probably get some more babies whilst we're here. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. This is why we need some more farmland. Let's just go ahead and grab all of this. Just clear out some of this. We'll grab these pumpkins as well, I think. Move these out of the way. Oh, birdie. There we go. I'd say that is probably enough. Let's go ahead and plant it all back down. I'll also grab my potatoes from over there. Okay, this birdie seems to really like the seed. Oh! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness, sorry, I did not mean to shout. I didn't even mean to tame this little cardinal. Hello. I suppose you can just follow me around for now. And so I went ahead and made some more farmland for some potatoes and promptly planted them with the help of my new little friend. And once I finished that, I found these sheep in a little bit of a tangle, so I helped them out of that. Okay, so it's a new morning. I did just quickly go to bed. Let's go ahead and I think we need to take some torches maybe. You just never know what might happen. Maybe we'll take a crafting table and a furnace. You know what, we'll pop those in here. I think that's really all I need. I'll take some cobble. I don't know, you never know. With that, I grabbed my sleeping bag and I was off. I knew that if I followed the river around, that there would be a lovely little spruce forest waiting for me, so I kept following the river, even meeting the most adorable little friend, before slowly making my way up to the spruce forest. Once I reached the forest, I chopped a few trees down, collecting the wood, and once they were down, I promptly replanted them. Once I was in the forest, I actually found some sweet berries and harvested a couple, and then I saw a village in the distance, and I was so excited, only to find out the village was pretty empty. Not quite as empty as mine, but there was only a few villagers, and to be quite completely honest, they weren't the friendliest people. So I had a little mooch around, got my sleeping bag out, and went to sleep for the night. Okay, so I'm gonna leave the village now. Now we either need to find a cave or an azalea tree somewhere. Oh, I can hear a villager. Hello? Where is he? Am I walking away from him? Oh my goodness, I cannot see a thing, guys. Oh, what is this? Oh, hello? Are you friendly? That sounds like a friendly person, right? Oh! Hello? Hello? Oh my goodness! You sell... Oh my goodness, that is so cute! Hi, you have a really nice little place in here. What's in here? Oh, pretty! I'm obviously gonna leave that for you. I love your outfit. I love what you've done with this place. You know, it seems very you. I'm gonna leave you here. I don't have any emeralds, I'm afraid, but I love what you've done with the place. After seeing that lovely little man in his little tree hut, I found a cave. So I went in just hoping to get a little bit of ore, maybe find a lush cave, but I wasn't, you know, expecting anything too crazy. I actually came across so many creepers in this mining trip. I think I counted about 5, however I've only included around 3 for you guys to see because there was just so many. And would you look at that, we found some moss in this cave. I was so shocked, I didn't expect for there to be any moss in here. Anyway, I grabbed some granite, obviously went crazy at the moss, and just grabbed everything that I could find in this cave that I didn't have. That included the drip leaves, the spore blossoms, and just as much moss as I could find, as well as grabbing all of the ores I found nearby. I also got a bucket load of clay because clay is so important. And once that was done, I went back up to the surface. Oh my goodness, have you guys seen this? Like, oh my goodness, it is so gorgeous. I have no clue where we are. However, I've just come across this forest, and I would like to just grab some of the trees because I do not have this wood. I definitely don't. I feel like if we can find the village, then we're at least going in the right direction, right? Hello everyone, so it is officially morning after returning home. Well, it's probably the afternoon because I have spent this entire morning sorting a little bit of storage out. Is it pretty? Not really, but I think this is enough for now. So we have all of the things that I've gotten from like the caves, like the blocks and things like that. I am keeping moss and also everything that I found in a lush cave in here as well. And here we have mob drops. In here we have all of our wooded things. In here we have some sort of naturey things, the ores. And this is just a little bit of anything and everything. Obviously we still have some stuff in our inventory, and some exciting things are we found some carrots and some strawberries on the way back from the caves. Do you want to plant some carrots? Maybe I'll plant the strawberries a little bit later. Obviously strawberries will need to be planted. It is literally my name. So I do have a plan for where I want Fable's stable and her little area to go. I'm thinking at the entrance of the village we'll put it because it kind of makes a little bit more sense, you know. If I want to go out with Fable, I'll grab her at the entrance and leave. Okay, perfect. So we're gonna head over to the area that I am thinking. I am thinking right here where this building is. And whilst I will definitely have to break this down, I will be using literally everything from this. It will all be reused, which I think is what the book was trying to tell me. I'm sure that they don't mind me taking these old structures down as long as I'm repurposing them. So I quickly broke down the rest of that building before clearing out a few trees, and don't worry, they will all be replanted. And now it was time to finally get started on materials for this stable. So the first thing that I did was make a little tree farm. I planted some oak and some spruce saplings outside of the forest to let them grow. And then we got to crafting. So I knew what I was crafting because I had already pre-planned this build, so I knew what materials I needed. However, it did take me quite a while, to say the least. I ended up making a barrel, taking it to where I wanted to put the stable and filling everything up in there. But yeah, this took me a long time, so I've sped up a lot of the footage and actually clipped out a lot. We also got a bunch of leaves. We got some azalea leaves, we also got some oak leaves for that overgrown vibe. And the tree farm was put to good use because I was constantly running low on spruce wood since that was the main wood type that I was using for this build. And once all the crafting was done, we moved straight on to building. Okay guys, so I have officially gotten all of the materials, all of the blocks, etc. that I need to build this place. I have them all in these chests over here / barrels. We're just gonna go ahead and get started. I will make this a little bit of a montage because I'm a little bit rusty on building and talking at the same time. I'm not very good at multitasking, so for now you're just gonna have to get a montage. But yeah, enjoy. Okay, and we are back and we have officially finished the stable. I am so incredibly happy with it. I did plan this out beforehand in creative just to make sure that I had everything right before implementing it, and I could not be happier. So I'll just give you a little talk. Maybe I'll actually, you know what? Wait, give me a minute. I'm just gonna go to bed. Just give me a moment. Okay, it is now morning and let's just give you the grand tour. Obviously, it is nowhere near finished. I haven't even done her field, like little pasture area yet, so we do have to get that done, and I think I'll just do that with you guys instead of doing a montage. I'm not entirely sure how I want it to look yet, but yeah, we'll figure that out later. But for now, let's do a little tour. So in this room here, this room is the food storage room. So this is where I'm going to be keeping all of Fable's food. We've got these shelves here that I want to put food on. We have an apple barrel, we have a carrot barrel, we have a general barrel here. And we've also got a bucket and tap for when I want to refill her water up. Now, the plan is for these shelves to actually have food on it, and there is specific horse food that I can craft in this game, so I will be doing that and putting it all up there. But yeah, this is it for now. It's nothing too special. Nothing too special. That's how it looks for now anyway. We'll go to here next. So this is kind of like the quote-unquote tack room. I know it's not indoors. It's not indoors, which in real life would be a bit of an issue. However, this is Minecraft. It is okay. So as you can see, I have a horse armor stand from a horse armor stand mod. And obviously I don't actually have any horse armor, so this is gonna sort of lay bare for now. It would be cool if you could put a saddle on, but you can't. We have a little table here, so I can just pop some things down whilst I'm tacking Fable up. We have some barrels, they're all empty, and then this shelf here, I am planning on putting her saddle and her lead rope for whenever she isn't riding. That is that area there. And then the main event. So this is her stable. Again, I don't know if this is complete or not. The plan is to have the doors open pretty much at all times. There will be a fenced off area here and a small fenced off area here for her to just roam about in, and then whenever it gets a little bit chilly or it's nighttime, she can come in here and have a chill out. So this is actually canvas rug, and if you didn't know, horses really enjoy sleeping on wood shaving bedding. However, Minecraft doesn't have that, but I thought that this looked very, very similar to wood shavings. Over here we have a little feed bowl, so if I want to put any feed in there I can, and then a little bucket of water, and of course we have a haystack. So the cool thing about haystacks is that they can't actually jump on them. You actually just go straight through them. So I'll be using this a lot in her field because, like I said, it's her favorite type of food. So I don't want to not be putting it out because I'm scared that she'll escape. But yeah, this is like a hay net if you didn't know what that was. But yeah, this is the completed, well, almost completed stable. I do need to make the fencing to go around. That is why I have sort of left the spruce trees over there to grow, because I want to use spruce. I'm very tempted to put Fable in, however I will have to keep the doors shut. So I think for now we'll wait until we at least have the paddock fencing up, and then we can maybe make her some food while she's in there. And yeah, I'm so excited because we can finally go out on adventures with Fable again once she's had some proper rest in her new stable, in her new home. Okay, so we have some spruce wood now. I'm just gonna leave the oak trees up because I don't really need any more oak wood at the moment. But yeah, I'm quite happy with my little tree farm over there. It's out of the way of the forest and it's doing its job. It's doing its job, and that's all that matters. Pop you down there for now, I suppose. And we're actually gonna need you because I need to make these fences. So I think, is it like this? Yes, so they're fairly expensive. Okay, we have 24 for now, but either way, I think what we'll do is we shall sort of map out where I want to put the fences. So I'm just going to pop into free cam so we can kind of have a little look. So I'm thinking this area here will be pretty much fully fenced off. And then I'm wondering whether to have a fenced off area behind the back. I don't think I will. I think these doors can stay shut right here. That could just sort of be like a back entrance, and instead we'll just have the field around here. I don't know if I really want it to necessarily be super symmetrical. I think it could look really nice, very natural and things like that. I also really like the usage of the leaves, so maybe we could do a leafy base and then pop the fences on top. I'm not sure, we shall see. I went ahead and gave the paddock area a bit of a clean up since there was quite a bit of coarse dirt, gravel and rooted dirt on the floor. I just really wanted a bit more of a blank slate, so I filled in all the holes. I also picked up some of the leaves, some of the flowers, and also broke some of the grass. Of course, everything will be replanted, but I just wanted it blank for now. And then, like I said, I want this to look somewhat natural. I'm just gonna, you know what, let's share some of this grass. Okay. I am wondering if, hold on, let me just move. Like, wouldn't it be cute if it kind of connected between these two trees here? Like, that would be cute, right? Is that just me? No, I think that would be cute. Yeah, if they like connected via trees, that would be really cute. Hold on, I really like the idea. I'm just gonna go grab some oak saplings. Okie dokie. I think I'm just gonna get rid of this birch tree here. So it'll go from here and then... Cute, okay. And then we'll put a tree here. Okay, cute. And I think this is a pretty big enough field. Okay. I'm very happy with this. So I began testing out what I wanted the fence to look like, and although I loved how it looked with the spruce fence on top of the hedge, I just thought it was a little bit too tall, so I just went with the hedges instead. Oh no, have I decided to not do oak hedges? I think I have, guys. Guys, I think I'm gonna have to... Oh, just azalea leaves. I don't know why I did the oak, actually. So after all that time cutting down these oak trees and gathering their leaves, I didn't even end up using the oak leaf hedges. But don't worry, I'm sure I will use it for something else. But for now, I just replaced all of the oak hedges with azalea ones. And it looked so cute. Okay, so I have oh, it looks cute. Okay, and then I'm thinking that, and then maybe making a bit of an archway here. Doesn't look amazing, but it will be improved. It will soon be improved. Okay, so I think what we'll do is we'll put... I'll keep some of the torches here because I just don't have enough oil lanterns and I can't really afford to make any more. And we'll put one hanging from there and one hanging from here. And then we'll just pop a torch here, a torch here. Okay, and let's go ahead and make a little bit of a path. So we've got some rooted dirt, some coarse dirt, and some gravel. So we'll just sort of start filling these holes in. And then just pop some path blocks in for a little bit more dimension. There we go. Okay, I think that looks alright. Now, the last thing that I want to do with her field is, well, I've got a few things. I want to plant some flowers, and I also want to get some hay bales in. In fact, you know what, we'll plant the flowers after we've got the hay bales. Look at all the wheat. It has grown. I'm going to get loads of wheat in no time. Okay, let's make some hay bales. Okay, we still don't have loads and loads of wheat, so I can't really make that much. This is just gonna have to do, I'm afraid. Oh, I need a hanging sign, don't I? need a sign. Maybe I do take these down and make a little arch. Oh my god, that'll be so cute. Can't bulk it up too much because there just isn't enough of it. So then I started planting some flowers and grass, so enjoy this planting ASMR. Pretty, pretty, pretty. I kind of want some more grass though. Let's just pop some more grass in for her. Oh my goodness, I am obsessed. Oh my goodness. I know that it would look better if I had 2 signs up, but I'm just gonna keep the one for now. We'll pop these on either side. And yeah, I think that we're done. Oh, Fable, hello. I have the biggest surprise for you. In fact, you might not be too surprised. I bet you've been listening in on what I've been doing. Look at your new home. Oh my goodness. How amazing is it? Isn't it awesome? Come on in. Look at how lovely this place is for you. Okay, can I just quickly, I'm just going to quickly show you the inside. Do you love it? I think she loves it. I think she absolutely loves this. Okay, so I'm just going to take the lead rope off of her. Oh, I just popped it back on, sorry. And there you go. Thank you so much for watching this episode. I hope you enjoyed it just as much as I did, and thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.